Hi everyone, I'm so excited. This is my first live open house and thank you so much for joining me. We are at Malvern Mews in Maida Hill. This is a really sweet Mews road, and for those who don't know, Mews properties originally were stables, and this house and this whole row of houses actually were built somewhere around 1850 to 1890. We're not exactly sure, but definitely these are older properties where they actually used to house the horses and functioned as stables. What's really great about a Mews property is that as they were redeveloped, they really could take on the character of whoever wanted to redevelop the property. And this Mews Street is really no different because each and every one is so unique. So I'm so excited to take you in to see our property. But in the meantime, I just want to take a sweep around so you can see how cute this is. We've got some people hanging out a little bit. Sweep. With this Mews Street, when you buy this property, it is a freehold property, which means you own the entire property. And as far as the communal space, while it is communal out here, the way the Mews is kind of set up is that the space in front of your property is reserved for you to park. And then even though this again is communal, each person has kind of taken the space in front of their home for their own personal use. And since we've been in the era of COVID, having outdoor space is really special. So again, you have some space that's in. So you can see how quiet the street is, how comfortable it is. You saw some of the neighbors are hanging out on a lovely summer evening. And so it's really fantastic to have that outdoor space that you can really privatize and make it your own. So I hope that's given you a glimpse of outside. Now let's go inside. Before we go any further, what's super nice about this property is that it's actually got a foyer space, so kind of a formal entryway. So you're not walking bang into the living room lounge space. And again, the way this has been designed is so functional. And I think the owners have done really well is utilize every inch of space to create storage where most people would have probably forgotten it. For example, this is the cloakroom. I want to let you have a sweep in there. But in the cloakroom, they've put the combi boiler. And that is something that a lot of other properties would normally put into the kitchen and utilize the space. But here they've done it in this little storage closet in the cloakroom, which is great. And then also created a little bit of extra space for storage. And we know in London, every little bit of extra storage counts. But again, love this little cloakroom. It's great for entertaining. You don't have to have your guests going upstairs. And really, it's been beautifully done. I love the white, crisp subway tiles against the black sparkle tiles as well to create some nice black and white contrast that's really special. These doors are really also quite beautiful. Again, talking about every inch of storage, what they did here is created this little space here, a zone where they utilized some of their outdoor space for the storage for outdoor things. And now we are in the main lounge living room space. So come on in here with me. Again, as I said, each of these Mews properties has been done differently. But what I love about what these vendors did is they really created a great open space, but then made this staircase the focal point. So we'll get to see that a bit later, but really attracts your eye. Another great focal point of this space is this feature. I call it a gallery wall, but again, the way they've designed it, it's got great space for your TV, but also these lighted little nooks to allow you to show off some of your wonderful treasures and different items, still having space for television if you like. We've got what would have been a more informal fireplace or old-time fireplace. And then again, this gallery wall was built to create some bookshelves for storage. You've got recessed lighting throughout, so great for light. Again, a very contemporary, stylish feel that you might not expect from that classic exterior before we enter the home. You've got hardwood floors throughout, and a great space for dining. Now, if you are a cook, or if not, even if you're not, this kitchen is absolutely perfect. I love it because they managed to, again, fit in a full-size dishwasher. You've got your washing machine here. And then you've got some wonderful Smeg appliances. And Smeg is a wonderful, kind of artsy, retro design, but really beautiful fixtures and appliances. I love this classic retro refrigerator in this powder blue color. You've got the Smeg hob here as well, and a contemporary gas hob or stove as well. So if you like cooking, great. If you don't and just like mixing cocktails, even better. What's also super nice is they kept this open so you can entertain or interact with your guests as well. And I think we've got ceiling heights in this space about 9 feet. And you've got some of the original detail from the stables, the original stables. So that's a sense of the ground floor. I hope you've kind of gotten a sense of that. And now we're going to head upstairs. So I'm actually going to let you go up the spiral staircase, have a look there, and then I'm going to join you in a second. Don't you just love that spiral staircase? It's made out of wrought iron and really is such a functional use of the space, but again, creating a great architectural detail in your downstairs segueing up to the first floor. Now in the first floor, we've got 3 bedrooms on this floor. Again, each property managed to design it differently. For these homeowners, they really wanted to get that 3rd bedroom in. And I actually think that's a really special feature right now for so many of us who need that home office. So I'm going to let you head in there and have a look. And while this does function as a home office, it could also work as a 3rd small bedroom. You can definitely get a single bed in here and probably a wardrobe as well. What's also nice from an architectural perspective is I love what they did here. You've got this clear glass panels. It lets you see through to the beautiful stairwell. It gets light in. But again, if you needed to turn it into a bedroom, then again, you'd have to put up a curtain or something for more privacy. But most people would probably use this as a home office, which is great. And I love this little, I guess not little, but the feature ceiling lamp, and really creates a nice retro feel to it. And I think that's part of the theme in this home is while it's classic and traditional and older, it's definitely been modernized for today's living. Again, it's depending on who moves in here. You might want to keep things exactly as they are, but we've also seen a couple of the other homes on the Mews Road, and you can definitely easily transform it to suit your taste. Now we're going to head into the 2nd bedroom. This bedroom is really interesting, and what they did here, it's actually deceptively small. This entire property is about 1,016 square feet, and this is a fairly good sized bedroom. But these particular homeowners, which I definitely can't say that I blame them, they decided to give a good portion of this room for a closet. So let's have a look. It almost took about 5 feet to create this closet, and definitely for us ladies, this would be a dream to have all this amount of storage. But the next homeowner might actually say, actually, I want this square footage back in the room, and it would be quite easy just to take down this wall, open it back up, and pick up another good 3 to 4, 5 feet. But in the meantime, you still have plenty of space for a single, probably even a double, might be a little bit tight, but you could definitely squeeze a double bed in here. And then I love that you've got the skylight above and a bit more storage as well. So again, they've had to be creative how they bring in the light. So we've seen bedroom 1 and 2. Let's have a look at the primary bedroom. So this is the main bedroom, and what is really great about this is, again, they did such a fantastic job with storage. You've got this whole built-in wall unit here, but it really utilizes every bit of space. You've got the corner nook here, which is great. You've got these soft push-in wardrobes or closets, and again, nice and deep, plenty of storage. You've got the third one here. It goes nice and deep into the wall. And as an extra surprise, we've got this. So again, near and dear to my heart for my shoe collection, but a nice way to keep your shoes nice and stored. But again, it's how clever that this space is being utilized throughout to create storage, but style and functionality. Got a nice view of the Mews across. But a really great space. So those are our 3 bedrooms, but we have probably saved the best feature for last, or the best room for last. And that for me is the bathroom. So let's have a look. This bathroom is truly to die for. I love what they've done in this bathroom. If this is your haven or where you can end the day, then it's definitely the right place to do it. You've got a full-size soaking tub. Again, a great place to light a candle and relax at the end of the day. But you've got this gorgeous stand-in shower. And look at the wraparound curve of the shower shield. But really creates a nice kind of sensual architectural feature. And then you've got these beautiful gray subwood tiles throughout as well. So that is our tour of Malvern Mews. I am going to meet you downstairs, and if you've got any questions about this property, I'd be very happy to answer them. So let's head back downstairs. So I hope I've given you a good sense of Malvern Mews and what makes this property so fantastic. As we've got our wonderful intern Annabelle behind the camera, so thank you so much for doing the video. But when she came in, one of the comments was, it really is a property you have to see for yourself to believe. So hopefully I've given you a taste or a teaser of why it's so wonderful and why it's definitely worth booking a viewing. What's also great is the asking price is £865,000, and there's really so hard to find this much property in a zone 2 location for the money. This area is called Maida Hill. It's next to Maida Vale, but some people might know more famously, as well as Queen's Park. It's an area that's being regentrified with a 600 million pound regeneration budget. So there's a lot of money happening in this area. So it's really a great opportunity to buy into this much property, get a freehold property. You don't have to worry about the leasehold or any other freehold, that you can actually extend up, do some things down the road, change it up as you want to, and yet you have a beautiful, structurally sound property that's been around for hundreds of years. So, want to open up the line and see if we've got any questions about Malvern Mews or even just the property market. I'm definitely here to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, so question, can you talk a little about the neighbourhood?
Yes, so as I said, the neighborhood is called Maida Hill, and it is tucked between, so Kilburn Park might be the other area people might know, but we've got Maida Vale just a couple of blocks away. You've got Elgin Avenue, which is the main street in Maida Vale. You've got Sultan Crescent right behind us in Queen's Park as well. So you're really tucked around some really high-end neighbors. It's super easy to start walking to Notting Hill as well. Portobello Road is about 15-20 minute walk. So living here, there'll be so much to discover and experience. As I said, Elgin Avenue, which is the main road in Maida Vale, is just 2 blocks away. So very easy to go enjoy the cafes and shops. Once you actually get outside the Mews on Malvern Road, you've got a little parade of shops as well. So you've got a couple of restaurants, you've got a dry cleaner, you even have a post office. So definitely from an amenities perspective, you have a lot of what you need. You're a block away from Kilburn Park Road, which has had a major development called Argo House come up in the last few years, and those properties are quite modern, contemporary. But again, as this neighborhood evolves and upscales, you're definitely getting it at a great price point at this time.
Okay. Is now a good time to buy in the London property market with COVID?
That's a great question. And I always say to people when they're asking me, is it a great time to sell or a great time to buy? It depends. And it depends on your personal situation. Here's the pluses of buying into the market right now. And obviously you need to feel comfortable with your job situation and feel that taking on the debt of a mortgage is something you feel comfortable with in terms of your job security. But assuming that, the reason now is a great time to buy is it's definitely a buyer's market. We have fewer buyers looking at more property right now, which means like you can take your time, look, and find the right property for you. A lot of people are waiting for the market to completely crash in the land of COVID, and I really don't think that that's going to happen. Also, property like this is quite unique, right? So let's say you are looking for a freehold property. They don't come around that often in zone 2. So if you're waiting for that next property to come around, you might have missed this one. So you really need to assess your own goals as terms of when you're looking to buy. The other great thing about being in a buyer's market is that buyers are able to probably get the most value for money right now compared to than they could have, let's say 5 or 6 years ago. So it depends, but some people are, I have so many people who are saying they want to find a great deal in London. London has so many people chasing the great deal, and if you are going to squeeze out every inch or every penny of a deal, you might have missed some fantastic properties in the meantime, and you definitely don't want to do that.
Is there any charge for the communal areas?
No, there's no charge for the communal areas. One thing I actually should have mentioned is this is a great and very active neighborhood association. Everybody knows each other. The neighbors have been around together for years, and it's a really congenial environment. Everybody knows each other and looks after each other. So the communal space is free, but what the neighbors have done is they kind of take a collection annually to make sure that they're maintaining the communal space. So like we saw that wall across, the brick wall across, they've painted that white. As you come into the Mews, it's got a nice little plantation area. So again, they're doing things to look after this Mews and make sure that it's the private, pleasant oasis that everybody likes coming home to. So there's no charges for the communal space, but it's a well looked after, active neighborhood association.
Was there a window in the office/bedroom? And the same question for the second bedroom.
Yes, so we did see the window in the office bedroom, and the third bedroom, the one with the kind of purple wall. There's definitely a full-size window there. In the second bedroom, where we looked at the closet, it was a skylight. And do you think we should go back up there and have a look? Yeah, why not? We'll go back up and have a look. The whole point of having a virtual open house is to definitely make you feel like you're walking through the property as if you were here. So we're in the third bedroom. There's a nice big window there, as you can see. And because of the way this property is situated, you don't have that back wall to work with. So what they cleverly did was use skylights to create the window. And it's just pretty easy just to use the pole to open and close the skylight if you need to do that. Do you have any other questions?
Is there scope to replace the spiral staircase?
Absolutely, the answer is yes. And what's great is that we've actually went in to see a house a couple of doors down. Each one of these homes is completely unique, so there's scope to change so much. As a matter of fact, several of the neighbors have actually added another level. So it's super easy to, well, not super easy, but you know, it can be easily done with the right contractor, with the right planning permission. So you could change out the staircase, perhaps make it an angle or create one that has a landing, depending on what you're trying to do. But actually, while we're here, you could easily, if you wanted to further extend up into and create a whole nother level, that property that's 2 doors down, same walls, the same, you know, original square footage, they've managed to get 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on this level, and then added 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and still created a terrace unit a level above. So there's definitely scope to add to this space, especially if you wanted to be here for a long period of time. It's a fantastic opportunity to increase the investment value of this property.
Okay, this is the last question. Proximity to tube stops.
Great question. So this property is really well situated in terms of its location. So it's got Kilburn Park Tube Station, the absolute closest station, but I almost would say equidistant is Warwick Avenue, which is really a very nice location in Maida, Vale. So if you're heading south, you might as well just walk to Warwick Avenue. And then we're actually, as we come out of Malvern Mews and tuck into Malvern, as you come out of Malvern Mews, we tuck onto Malvern Road, and then Sherlin Road is right there. There's loads of buses that are either going into central London or heading towards Notting Hill, so you will definitely not be spoiled for choice in terms of transport options in this area.
Someone just wanted to know, so you're confirming that there is scope to add value?
Oh, absolutely. As I said, we actually went to view the neighbor's property because it was so gorgeous. She's actually just finishing it now, so we were able to see what she's done. So others have done it. There's precedent to do extensions. It's really just a matter of getting planning permission. But you could, you know, everyone else who wants to has been able to add a 3rd level. And again, what she beautifully designed was added 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and actually created a bit of terrace space as well. So she created a roof terrace as well as 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in that additional space. So you could really double the bedroom layouts that you have currently.
That's it for questions.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on this virtual open house. I hope we were able to show off how amazing this Mews property is, but there's never anything like the coming to see it for yourself. So hopefully we've enticed you enough to book in a viewing. Please get in touch with me. I'm Arinzeh with Keller Williams and Onyx Property Consultants, and you can reach me at +44 770 318 3750, or you can check out this property or more of our other listings at onyxpropertyconsultants.com. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out the other videos on my YouTube channel where I feature the London property market and showing off all the fabulous things to do in this city. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. So that's Arinzeh with Onyx Property Consultants and Keller Williams. Bye for now.